welcome to 2021 and Eve, everybody. I wish I could say I edited that intro, but I didn't. That was a personalised 2020 review that each and every player can get for themselves, that the developers made for you. I will post a link in the description below. You log in with your Eve account and then you pick five different metrics that you want to be shown in the video, and you click create, and then you can download it and share it in any way you so wish. Pretty cool, eh? Now, I love that all the activities, we were in like the top 5% for a lot of the things that we've been doing, which is weird because this character's only about 4 months old. So in the last 4 months of 2020, apparently our new little character, Archdeacon Andreev, is already in the top few percentiles of his chosen activities. That's pretty good. Okay, so the plans for today, we're in a Mar, and I've made a new fit for the Armageddon. I'll just show you how it goes together. What we'll do is that we'll take all this stuff off, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that. We do. I've decided to use some pulse lasers for a change, and that means obviously we'll need heat sinks for it. And I'll put a couple of launchers in. What I'll do is I'll put these in here, like this. Then we'll make some room in the drone bay. We'll do that. And we'll put all these back in the ship cargo so we don't forget about them. Okay, I think we're good. There we go, nice and colourful. What we'll do, we'll just micro jump drive a little bit away from the station. There we are. Okay, let's come to a halt. Let's put out 5 little drones. Then we'll target lock them. And we'll tell them to return and orbit. There they are. And then what we want to do is to approach one of them. Watch how the ship reacts. Okay, that's pretty good. That's looking good. That's exactly what we want. This is how you do it. And then what you do is that you fire 1 laser at each of your drones. Good. Very good. And what you can do is to fire fireworks at your drones as well. Beautiful. Well, this project has worked. It's worked very well. What we have now is a mobile disco ship. This works because the light drones are orbiting our ship, and obviously we're trying to approach one, so we're trying to approach something that's really fast and orbiting us, so we're just spinning wildly. And then when you use battleship size weapons, they have absolutely no chance of hitting these drones. We use pulse lasers because they're very fast firing, and we put heat sinks on to increase their rate of fire, and we put one of each type of primary colour crystals on, so we get a different laser show. Right, let's get back to the fireworks action. Let's see what these ones look like. There's a Halloween one. Ooh. It's a pumpkin. And the snow one is snowflakes. Oh, isn't it glorious? See, you can be silly in Eve, it's not always serious. Now we're going to visit a very special place. Okay, here we are. This is what I wanted to show you all. In the dim and distant past of Eve, one player had the idea to jokingly put up a player-owned starbase control tower, because inside the control tower's shield bubble, any containers anchored in space would not despawn after 2 hours in the same way that normal jet canisters do. Well, they advertised it as a graveyard, and what you would do, if and when you got killed, you could pick up your own frozen corpse and then spawn it in a canister inside that station, or you'd pay the owner to do it for you. It became a bit of a joke, you know, because us being capsuleers and us being immortal and dead bodies having really no meaning for us at all became a bit of a meme, and over the course of the years the starbase was destroyed a couple of times by various groups just intent on causing chaos and trolling. So then they moved here to this system of Molea, and it became a little bit more serious because as EVE Online is 17 years old, over the course of that time some famous players have actually died in real life, so it became a real life memorial, and therefore the attacks on the system and the station became less frequent because it was considered beyond the pale and far too disrespectful. And then people began commemorating lost loved ones as well as lost players. So the developers got wind of this and they made this beautiful structure, and they've made the graveyard permanent. See here, this is a representation of the player pod. Let's just halt the ship and take a look. Yeah, male and female figure reaching to the stars. This beautiful monument. And if we come out of the Control F9 mode, you will suddenly see about 1 million cargo containers. Here we go. You zoom out and you see just how many are here. Click on them. In memory of Herney, miss you every day. In love and memorial of Rosetta and Royal, the Rose and the Crown, I love you forever. So, the EVE community is a great community. We don't just kill each other all the time. So this is somewhere you can come just to hang out, and you can come and drop your own cargo container. I believe anything that is left within a certain radius of this will never despawn. See, there's some over here. Can't remember what the radius is, but it's huge because the developers have left plenty of room for everyone that wants to come and leave their can. There are many more sites, not quite like this one, but there are many more things to see, but they're all in nullsec, so we won't be seeing them for a little while. I just thought I'd show you this, it's beautiful. There's a can to someone's cat. On the subject of the Empress of Amar, her honor guard is still in orbit above the Amar homeworld. I mean, she's been Empress for several years now, but they're still there. Maybe it's just a permanent thing, a permanent display of Imperial might. Let's go and have a look at them. There are lots of these beacons as you fly around New Eden. You will see these beacons. So it's quite good fun sometimes to walk to them and check them out and see some background and storyline lore things. It's not as many of them as I would perhaps like, but there are a lot of them. Okay, this is the mighty Imperial Honor Guard fleet. They have a cathedral, of course. No less than 12 Avatar Titans. This looks like a Force Auxiliary. Yes, it is. The Apostle is also a capital ship, and this one is the capital version of the Logistics Healer ships, so this will keep probably an entire fleet alive. These things are ridiculously overpowered. And right next to it, it's flanked by a couple of Revelation class dreadnoughts. These are, again, also capital ships. See, they have huge weapons. And all the Amar ships look fantastic. No, that's the Apocalypse battleship. We could easily have one of these if we wished, but we don't, because we like our Armageddon, we like missiles. Because we're strange. The Providence, just a freighter, an enormous cargo container. And the front rank looks to all be Abaddons. Yep, we can have Abaddon if we want, it's only a battleship. This makes a really good disco ship because it's got 8 turret slots, we only have 5, so this gets an additional 3 different colours of disco lighting and 3 more beams to impress everyone with. So it seems that this fleet is all battleships and dreadnoughts and capital ships. Oh look, here's Armageddons at the back. Quite rude putting Armageddons at the back, I think they're wonderful ships. But that's how it is. You can't actually make formations like this in the game. Players have been asking for it for about 17 years and it's just never become possible. I mean, you can warp a fleet and the entire fleet is warped at the warp speed of slowest ship in the fleet. But you still all mill around, there's no real formation thing. It's too difficult to code. But that's another site. Hey, this is just a very quick New Year's video, just to show you how to make a silly laser show and firework firing battleship setup using cheap Tech 1 drones, just in case you do somehow manage to line up a tracking shot and hit them with a battleship weapon, because it will kill the drone instantly. And we saw the beautiful and very touching Molea graveyard, and we also visited the Empress Catiz Honor Guard above the Amar homeworld. I hope you enjoyed 2021. It can't be any worse than 2020 was. There's lots of videos lined up on the channel, so don't you worry about a lack of content. There'll be lots of things for us to see and do. And until I see you again, take care of yourself. Goodbye.